Well, did your kids get a lot of gift cards this Christmas? If so, it turns out they're more valuable than you thought. They can be a teaching tool for kids. Local financial professional Dan Morris with Mainstay Financial Group is here for 5 tips on helping your kids spend the gift cards but learn money lessons along the way. So this is awesome. You kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone there.
You really do. I mean, you got to be aware that gift cards are a great way to, I guess, kind of almost like a credit card. But it's just for a child to understand that there are limits. But it's a great teaching tool.
So we've got tips, 5 tips, very practical. What are they? I know my nieces, they don't quite understand that they need to save their money if they get a gift card. So how does that all work? How do you teach them that?
Well, let's start with the first one. The first one is you've got to make sure you understand there's a limit. So if you're a child, you understand there's a limit. There may be taxes involved when they're looking at things, so that, there's a limit. The second thing you got to let them do, make their own mistakes. Because if they get to make their mistakes, and that's how we learn, lessons in life. We pretty much make our own mistakes. Let them do the math. Oh, my son, I remember he had a $50 gift card from GameStop, and it took him a month to figure out, do I want a new one, do I want an old one, the old ones are coming in, how much tax is going to be involved. Very proud of him. It almost like $2 was left on it, so he did a good job. I'm sure you have situations like that.
Right. Well, yes, but they want to spend it all at one time, and so I like the whole mistakes thing and let them do the math. I'm sure that's hard for some parents to watch their kids kind of blow their money, but that's what you want to do. You want to teach them things, right? Through this?
Sure. And then you also want to make sure you encourage savings. And I can go even a little further than that. Not just savings, but also pay it forward. In other words, let them use half of it, and then let them go give it maybe to their church or give it to a child who didn't have the opportunity to do that at Christmas. A great teaching experience. Also, being very patient. The more patient you are when they're in the aisles and things like that, as a parent, we'd have a tendency to just say, get it and let's go. We got to use it as an experience because it will create a legacy that's very important for them.
What age is the best age where they start to understand this, the best age to start getting them into this mindset?
Well, it's about 3. We learn to barter. But after about that, we learn the intrinsic value of money. From at age probably 5 and above, but they learn different stages. A 15-year-old might want to be about investments, that type of thing. But there's stages they go through. And there's also websites out there and a lot of information out there that you can kind of Google and see which is good for each child and each age.
All right, Mr. Morris, thanks for those tips, and thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me. Thank you very much.